Do you actually, did anyone feed that to you, that my dad actually owns
Yes,
Arby's
not
Roasted
true.
Croissants?
He knows everything.
But it's not true.
No, it is
It's
true.
true.
Did someone feed that to you?
No, your dad was the biggest franchisor of Arby's in Omaha, Nebraska.
All right, so you've done your
He
research.
knows more about you than you know about yourself.
It's
Wow.
scary.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is amazing. My dad got an amazing plug here.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you're in Omaha, how many do you have?
He owns 14 of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Except there they call it the Arby's.
The Arby's.
Yeah, the Arby's.
All right, Nicholas D'Augusto, you do it.
D'Augusto?
Nicholas D'Augusto, but if I was
D'Augusto.
Italian, I'd be like Nicholas D'Augusto.
D'Augusto.
So
It's fun to
You have a
go
good
either way with
Italian
it.
accent.
Thank you. I don't speak it, so but I can act like it. We all grew up doing this.
You're a good
Fa-
actor.
Facce bella, right here.
Bella, bella.
All right.
Thank you.
He is about to make his debut tonight as Harvey Dent, the man who will eventually become the villain Two-Face.
See? Faccia bella.
The son Gotham, here's Dent seemingly leaving the fate of a young thief up to chance.
You call heads or tails. You lose, you go to jail. You win, we let you go. Call.
Heads.
Walk away, kid.
Jim Gordon, GCPD. I hear good things about you, Counselor.
Harvey Dent. Likewise, about you, Detective.
Or some trick with the coin. What if the kid guesses wrong? You gonna send him to jail?
Teenagers, they nearly always call heads. I don't know why. Two-headed coin. Whatever works, right?
Okay, if you know the lore about Harvey Dent, the coin is everything, right?
Yeah,
Everything.
that's right.
Life
yeah,
and death.
Yeah, and he's always kind of been obsessed with chance, even as a young, as the non-Two-Face character, as the Harvey Dent character. But once he eventually makes the switch, and we'll see, at what point or if that happens in the origin story, they have a lot of freedom with that.
Are we going to eventually
I know
see
nothing.
you and
I know nothing.
Come on,
you,
I know
you must
nothing.
ask every single actor that comes into this
That's
show,
right.
and they're like, we don't know anything.
sometimes we get a little something. Sometimes
Yeah,
we don't.
I would. All I can tell you is how much I would love to be Two-Face. So I hope that I'll get the opportunity a couple seasons down the line.
In the Genesis, in the comic strip Genesis, comic book Genesis, the character, Harvey Dent becomes Two-Face because somebody throws acid in his face.
Right.
Right.
It's actually Maroney, who is already established in Gotham.
Okay.
Maroney's the crime family that people that are caught up with the show that Penguin is apparently
Right.
working for,
Right.
not Falcone. He's
We don't
kind of
know
playing
where,
a lot of
where Fish
subterfuge.
fits into this as well. but-
Right, yeah,
Okay.
exactly. But it was Maroney in many of the comics that is mad at Dent for prosecuting him and throws acid on his face.
Which changes Dent's life and who he is, and
Right.
he becomes a horrible, awful, wonderful, horrible, awful, depending on the flip of the coin.
And another part of the history is that actually Harvey Dent was abused by his father when he was young, and that there was always this kind of maybe psychotic persona, maybe this dual psychology going on with him, and that the acid sort of brings out that dual-sidedness. It kind of that sort of simmering under the surface, and that's actually something I'm hoping to kind of bring to the character because I think it makes him more complex.
Have you been a fan your whole life?
Yeah, I have. I grew up actually mostly an X-Men fan, Wolverine and that kind of stuff. But I've always been a comic book fan and
Right, so-
a
but
closet nerd until I got old enough to be comfortable being an
Now it's
out
cool
and
to
out
be a
nerd.
nerd.
Yeah, that's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's cool to be. It's not
Yeah,
cool.
it's true.
Now, if you're a Batman fan, does it mean you're a fan of the comic book?
Yes, sir.
We had Adam West here the other day.
Oh wow, classic.
Yeah.
The TV series, which was all tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
The dark noir movies.
Depends
I mean,
on
you got a
your
lot of
age.
choices here,
It
right?
I used to
on your
live.
age.
I used to live under. Have you ever been to Griffith Park, where there's the
Yeah.
tunnel where they used to film him coming out of the
just
tunnel?
showing that to you the
Yeah,
other day.
the
That's
Batcave.
right.
The Batcave
Yeah.
was right. I used to live right by there in like Beechwood.
Bronson Canyon.
Yeah,
up
Bronson
here.
Canyon.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
So it was very fun to kind of like discover that when I first moved out here. But I was not necessarily a massive comic book fan of Batman when I was younger, but I continue to read the graphic novels. Now I've been reading the Gotham Central novels. I don't know if anybody's mentioned this. This is what part of the GCPD part is focused on and pulled from, are these Gotham Central novels that came out in like the early
Maria
2000s.
loves you because of Masters of Sex.
Oh,
I
wow.
was just going to say
Thank
that.
you
I know,
very
I can
much.
feel it, yes.
How did you know?
'Cause of-
I'm
Thank
just
you.
thinking, there's people at home watching, and that's how they know you. It's become such a huge show.
Yeah, thank you.
Cult following.
Yeah, thank you. I imagine there'll be a lot less disrobing on Gotham.
Maybe.
I
You don't
imagine.
know. It's early. You
You
don't
don't
know.
know.
They keep you in the dark.
Young
What
Harvey
are the
could
What are
be-
the restrictions on Fox? How often are we allowed to disrobe here at Good Day LA?
Steve
What
only
time
once
is
a
it?
day. The rest of us, fair game.
God, you have You have built in a magnificent contract.
You know what? I'm on medication right now. I think he said I have a magnificent contract. Is that
I
what he
think that's
said?
what he said. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, what a good guy you are, and
Yeah,
your dad
thank you.
does own all. If you're driving through Omaha, Nebraska,
That's your
Cross-country
hometown,
travel.
right?
Cross-country travel. Stop
Cross-country.
in Omaha and get a sandwich.
How the heck do you wind up out here on all these TV shows when you're from Omaha, Nebraska?
You know, I got in. The truth is that I did election when I was young. Did you
Yeah.
ever know that?
of-
That was
yeah.
shot
one
in
of the
Omaha.
finest small movies ever.
That was
As
a
a
big
matter
break.
of fact, the filmmaker himself, Alexander Payne,
Yeah.
went to your high school.
You're absolutely right.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was an all-male Jesuit high school, so it
That's
was very
right.
specific in that regard
Yes.
anyway, too.
Creighton.
So, yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
All right.
Look at this.
I'm glad you went with acting.
I feel
and
like sitting and talking for a longer time.
you were going to be a priest.
I was.
Yeah.
Wow. You
Yeah.
really went deep.
We went deep.
And
I
now
did when I
you're
was
a
young. I was
two-faced actor.
That's
See?
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't going to make the priest if I was going to. I had to bring out the darker side. They don't
Yeah.
like that so much.
No.
But you didn't go to Creighton University.
I did. I went to Marquette University.
You went to
in
Marquette.
Milwaukee,
You didn't
which
go
is
to Creighton.
another Jesuit college. But I needed
Is that where
to.
Doc Rivers went?
It was
Yes.
where Doc Rivers
Yeah.
went. Yes. And he won the championship there with in 70. I think he won it in 77 with.
And who was the great coach?
Oh my God!
Come on, come on.
No. It's.
Come on.
Oh, he's on all
Al
the jerseys. Al Franken. No, it's not Franken.
Al
Sharpton! No!
Choir.
Al McGuire. The thing is that
on.
anybody in Marquette is going to punish me.
Oh, they're
for
going to
this.
I
kill you
know.
for
They're
this.
going to kill me
He's
for
a
this.
sainted
He
person
is a
there.
saint, and I know that. There was even a play written about him.
That's
up
right.
there.
Yes, by Dick Enberg. He's our
Man,
sportscaster.
it is.
See,
Dick
it was a
Enberg.
good interview, and right at the end, you.
Oh, you were so smooth.
You were so good.
So smooth.
Your family's at home going.
Do
so
I get
close.
to start over? Can we
Yeah.
start that over?
No, we can't. We have to go. Gotham
Next
airs.
time.
He almost had it. Gotham airs tonight on Fox.